Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Cardinals going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, Palmer. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Palmer. Flushed out right. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Charles, as the Cardinals come out, let's take a look back to last year. They came in with Super Bowl aspirations. They had won 10 or more games 3 straight years. They wound up finishing with the number 9 overall offense, the number 2 overall defense, but they did not make the playoffs.
That just tells you that sometimes statistics don't tell the total tale, right? Let's take the defense. Number 2 overall in total defense, but they gave up 30 or more points 6 times in 2016. I believe they'd only done that 5 times in the previous 2 seasons. So when you give up that kind of point total, it makes it really hard for your offense to keep pace. So what did they do? They spent some time in the draft. Hassan Reddick, a linebacker out of Temple, was their first-round draft pick. Budda Baker, a safety out of Washington, trying to shore up the defensive side in order for them to compete in the NFC West.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. John Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 65 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second-year man from South Dakota State. It's Zach Zenner. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go again now with Zenner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. 15 yards there for number 15.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 50, Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the run, it's Zenner. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, it's Stafford. This is caught by Green-Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. 23 yards on the play. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Back to the air, Palmer after the pick 6. Caught, right side, Gresham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down carry here for Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Lions gave up 177 rushing yards to Seattle in their playoff loss last year. And DeAndre Levy, their best inside linebacker, no longer with the team. That made Jared Davis out of Florida a really good selection for the Lions.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Going with a short yardage man, Tukuafu. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Palmer. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and goal, Palmer. Buying time to his left. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, let's discuss Detroit as they take the field on offense. Last year, crazy season in the Motor City. Fourth quarter comebacks, 8 of them. They started 1-3, then won 8 of 9 before going 0-4 to finish the year at 9-7. Ultimately, another season without a playoff victory.
In the midst of that 8 of 9 win string, they had 3 straight home games that all came down to the final series, and they won them all. I thought that was the key to their season. Look, we know they can score on offense. Matthew Stafford and his receivers, they can just absolutely light it up. But Detroit invested on defense in the draft. 3 of their first 4 picks, all defensive players. 2 linebackers and a secondary player. I think the key guy out of that might be Teez Tabor, the cornerback they took out of Florida. They've got to slow down some of those high flyers in the NFC North.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down the numbers. throws. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Zach Zenner, 38 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. It's the rookie from Florida, Tease Tabor. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Ebron's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Eric Ebron's got skills to spare. They just want the production to equal those, and he needs some good health in order to get that done. Had 61 catches in 2016, battling an ankle.
Yeah, the surprise, though, just one of those 61 hit pay dirt. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ebron. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Stafford on 1st down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham, 33 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Operating from the gun, Palmer. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. From the gun, Palmer runs through the contact, fights off another.
I think the second time.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And the back goes into motion. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. Slot man moves right. Now Palmer on first down. Being chased out left. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken. Down right at the 20. They'll run. This is Xander. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run here with Zenner. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Stafford on third down. And some room to roam now. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the carry, this is Zenner. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Palmer to throw on second down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And Carson Palmer's going to turn 38 in December. Actually contemplated not coming back in 2017. I wonder how disappointing he was in the 2016 season.
Well, do you think that that's a reason that he's back?
I think that maybe he feels like there's one more good run in this Arizona Cardinals team, and he wants to be the QB for it.
Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down. Palmer, screen play, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Johnson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. Touchdown, Detroit. Dorial Green Beckham. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Halfback sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. It's Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Palmer. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down at Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. This run defense, it was a strength last year, big-time strength for them. In one game, small sample size, but looks like they might have a few kinks to work out.
And that should be a little bit understandable because they played so well last year. So you think there's some momentum that goes along with that. And oftentimes there is. But you know what else happens? You become a target. Everyone wants to run the ball against you to show that they've adjusted to what you've done last season. And now they have a new plan for you this year.
3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and goal. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And tough starting field position here. So after the interception, here's Palmer. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Palmer to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Palmer. And this one is incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Palmer to Brown, and the Cardinals move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Palmer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On second down, here's Palmer. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ezekiel Ansah in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Palmer gets him set, 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Out of the gun, Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for
One
it.
Connected Franchise.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Escape. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent.
Yes or no.
Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They come up in an offset eye. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They are in the 4th in Buffalo. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. Jordan Matthews, only a couple yards shy of 100. He's at 98 receiving to this point. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Detroit, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.